Hokies, little garage sale. Each chest, 100 diamond blocks. Come get 'em. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to all of you. So I took just a little while off, and I was chatting away to Witsy, and I was like, yeah, I'm having a little bit of a break, but I will drop on and do the odd bits now and then. So the odd bits turned out to be actually quite a lot of blocks. And whilst doing that, I was like, yeah, my next big thing is going to be a storage room, and I need a hole dug, and I don't know quite how big I need the hole to be. Oh, Witsy's got some ghost blocks. So would you mind assisting me in figuring out the size of the room? And let's sleep for Witsy. Let's have the magenta today. Would you mind helping me dig a hole? He was like, yeah. So to sweeten the deal, I threw him, are you ready for this? Nearly 2 stacks of diamond ore. Yeah, I did that. I was slightly off my face on tramadol and gabapentin at the time, didn't quite grasp how many diamonds I was going to be giving him. But on a Fortune 3, he's going to be somewhere around the 4 stacks of diamond mark. I think that was an oopsie mistake. However, we do have a hole dug, and I will show you said hole shortly. So yeah, this is our spawn village. There's not a great deal left that we're going to do down here. So this may possibly be the last time that you see it, unless I'm a derp and die and have broken my bed. So let's take it in. Let's see it for its glory one more time. I should never need to restock it. There's more than enough for about 50 odd people to join the server, so it's fully stocked out. I came past the other day and I dumped in about 1.5 stacks of oak trees. As you can see, all of these was me. All of them that you can see all the way down there, all me, and these ones here. So that's pretty cool. Now, I don't think I showed you too much of it, but Dim was tasked a long time ago now to run a path from spawn to the shopping district. And so she did. She just chucked down loads of slabs and torches. And you know what? It done a trick. It got us back to spawn, back to the shopping district without having to try and figure out where we were. Great stuffs. But after I built this, I was like, yeah, it's not going to cut it for me now. I'm going to build a different walkway. And yeah, so I did. And this is our walkway. And you'll notice we're not in the B-dubs texture pack. And that was just purely because I was going through different blocks to try and figure out what was the best combination to use here. So in the end, I went with the dark oak, the oak, and the spruce. And hello, Baba. And I think it actually turned out quite nice. Now, every now and again, we've got this little sort of platform, and that is for a very specific reason. Let me just come through here. There's a support there. Now, that support needed to sit onto a proper block and not stair block, because otherwise it just looked really stupid. So I put the oak log on a normal block, put stair blocks around the outside of that, which then made a little platform. So then I thought, okay, well, do we run the fence round it? And I was like, nah, that looks naff. Okay, what we do is we chuck some flower pots down and chuck some flowers in it, and wherever we've got one of these little supports, we can stick some flowers. Oh, and that will be my phone going off. That was not very professional of me right there. Let me just, if my phone will play ball, mute that. So let's have a little look. So nothing really special underneath. It's a slab and some stairs and some solid blocks and some logs. Here is something a little bit different. It's not seen anywhere else. Oh, hello, Mr. Skeleton. Bye-bye, Mr. Skeleton. I've kind of made it look like it's got supports on it, and it looks like it's solid and it is meant to be there and it's holding it all up, kind of deal. Which, yeah, it looks pretty good. I like it. It came out really well. And let's just end pearl over the other side of that, like so. A legaso, as Corrales would say. A legaso. I might adopt that. That's actually pretty cool. So yeah, so that's our bridge coming away. And whilst I was building this pig here, he just would not get off and go away. And I didn't want to kill him, so I kept him, and I named him Dave Bobbinson Snort. He's nice pig. He doesn't bite, and you can pet him. Oh no, you can't, because he doesn't like that. Sorry, Bob, Dave, snorting. So yeah, so over here there's more of these little sort of things to hold it up, and yeah, it continues on for a long way. Taking in the sights. What a lovely waterfall. Ooh, magical waterfall. So that was a fair old walk. It's a few hundred blocks. Took me a few hours to put the bridge into about here. I think I got it to. I think it was about 2.5 hours. I was at it. I think it was about 2.5 hours, and I got to here with all of it, like the lights and everything. Witsy then joined and come in and done the rest of this for us, and I helped from the other side. And he came up with the idea that if you're a dumbass, like me, and we all know that I'm a bit of a dumbass, you may possibly forget to get food or a bed or something from spawn to help you on your way. So why don't we put a pit stop in, part way in? So we did. We chucked in a lime green rug for the Hulk, and purple, because why not? And then some food, and a pretty table. And he wanted an ox eye in there, so he put a daisy. He's a daisy in there. So yeah, so we put this in here, a little pit stop, just in case. Pit stop, food, water and bed. There's no water. Where is food and bed? I suppose I could remedy the water thing. Yeah. So yeah, so then we just carry on, and just up here, this was a bit of an interesting one to try and block. And then just over the way here, will it render in is the question. Yeah, sort of. There's the iron farm. And that's the mountain with the string farm, and just there, yeah, you can see the AFK house for the squid and string farm. And it used to keep the iron farm awake as well. But yeah, there's their house coming into view. This, I think, just makes the whole run back to the shopping district from spawn just so much nicer. It has purpose. Okay, that needs to be filled in with some. Oh, that's down the hole. I'll come back. Remind me, I've got to come back and put that dark oak in there, and in there, and in. Oh, dear me. This is why you should never build when you're high on tramadol and gabapentin. And good news is, I have no pain in my hand and arm today, so that's a win. Yeah, so I've got to go and put some of those back in there. That's going to annoy me otherwise. Right, so there we are back at the shopping district. And that's your entrance into the path if ever you need to go to the spawn village. And as it is pretty, I think at least every DimCrafter that records, because there are one or two on here that do not record, I think everyone that records has to go and show the spawn village at least once in their episodes for the next, what should we say, 5 episodes. Yep, they have to go in and show the spawn village. So today we are going to start the storage room. So let's get ourselves over there now. So everything looks as it did. We have Hokies happy place. We have our chests. But something is different. Now, there's a hole. There's a hole and there's no chests. Where are my chests? My chests are out there for the garden sale. 300 stacks of diamond blocks. Nah, that's a bit much, isn't it? 250 stacks of diamond blocks per chest, and they're yours. It's a steal. So, Hokies Big Hole. Yeah, Hokies Hole. We went with dark oak as a strip, purely to break up the oak a little bit, and the fact that it shouts wealth. Dark oak, it's like rich and ooh. So yeah, that's why we went with the dark oak. Yeah, we did. So got to change that. Oh, it's got our normal planks underneath. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so the stairs kind of wind down into our hole. We've got to change up the walls here and all of this. This is literally sort of midnight going at it with a pickaxe and haste 2 with Witsy. So it is very much in its rough form. So we can go down either way here. It takes us into the same place. So if we go down this one, this is Hokies Big Hole. Yeah, very nice. Thanks very much. Thanks for the episode. See ya. No, I'm only joking. Right, so Hokies Big Hole. Let me lay it out. Let me show you the picture that's in my mind right now for this here storage room. Over here, we're going to have some automated storage. Okay. Well, to be fair, it's all automated, but this bit here is going to be like the automated part, if you like. This is going to have specific items in each one of these chests. So this one will be nether. So in here we'll fill up all of these slots. Every single slot in here will have to be filled up with something nethery, which is fine because we can do that with no ease, or lots of ease, sorry. So yeah, so we're going to have 2 sets of chests there. That's 1 module. And then here we're going to have 2 sets of chests. That's 2 modules. And then we'll have some prettiness in here, maybe some anvils or something like that. We'll figure out the middle bit when it's done. And then on the ends here, we're going to have some silos. Now, when we put the stairs in, the stairs were originally here. But when we went up, we realised that we were going to run straight into where they come down. And that wasn't going to be any good for us. So then we moved it across, changed the way that it went in, and this is where these stairs ended up. So I then left with all of this room to be able to put silos in. So I'm thinking we put 2 double chest silos in each side. So one this side and one over this side. So double chest silos either end. And they link up. So the hopper line will start on the silos and then it will run round through the automated storage into this silo, and then it will come back. And then in here is where we're going to have all of our inputs and outputs. And we probably will need some more space here, I'm assuming. So if we sort of aim for that sort of size here, then that'll give us a little bit more room here. We'll go back as far as we need to go, really. So here we're going to have a chest. And in this chest is where the hopper line will end. So if it can't find a home for the item in any one of all of these chests, which I'm going to struggle to see how that would be possible, then it will follow its way all the way through the hopper line, and then it will come back to this chest. And this will be my, for want of a better word, a junk chest, an overflow chest. Should I put this to lava chest is what that one's going to be. In the middle here, I'm going to put some hoppers. Now these hoppers will have pistons near it, and I'm going to make a signal come out of the hopper line, and that will then see when the shulker box has been emptied, and when the shulker box is empty, it will then fire the piston at me, and I can pick up my shulker boxes. Or alternatively, I can have it fire down into the piston. The piston then will obviously suck it up, and then it will put it through into the chest and then off to go around the storage system. Now the only problem with that is shulker boxes are not stackable. So what it will then do is, if it doesn't find a home in all of these chests, then it will make its way back to our junk chests. So it's not a big deal. It just means it takes us a little while to get our shulker boxes back out of the system. But it kind of has a little storage here for them, so we don't have to worry about, oh, we'll stand here, wait for the shulker box to fall on here, then we can run upstairs, put them away up here. What we can do is we can just dump the shulker boxes on there, and then let the system deal with it. We can carry on with our day in our base, up the apple and pears, and alleviates all of this nonsense. Yeah, that's what my plan is here. Now, as for design, I don't really have anything in mind as per a design really. That's where I think it's going to be a case of I'm going to have to throw some blocks down and see what it looks like. And you know what? I've just noticed I still haven't got my resource pack on. Let me just do that quick. Ah, much better. Look at that. Those chests look beautiful. And actually, it gives it a nice tone on the wood, like a more sort of somber and sort of glowy tone. Yeah, because up here you got some more natural light coming in, and then you come around and it's more yellowy. I like that. Well done, B-dubs. That's actually really quite smart. So yeah, that's the idea of the storage room. So basically, it's a case of all of the ridiculous redstone that's going to house in this big hole here. It's a Tango Tech design. It's pretty much the standard design these days to build your storage systems. And there goes a train. It's always really irritating living next to a rail line. Beautiful flat, beautiful road, damn train line over the way, but it's fine. So yeah, so it's just a case of following Tango Tech's tutorial and throwing in the redstone. Now, I would normally do this as a bit of a time lapse, but I am rubbish at following tutorials, so it will take me hours and hours and hours and hours to fill this up without redstone, because it is intricate. But what I'll do is I'll stop partway through and give you updates, which we haven't done for quite a while, to be fair, so it might actually be better just to give updates this time around. So I think I'm just going to do that. Let's do that. Okay, so I may possibly have got a little bit carried away with the designing of the room. Now, it is changing slightly every time I go in there, and I do add different little bits every time I go in there. But I did get a smidge carried away with the designing of it. However, I would like to show you what we have. Now, being that we are rich, we've gone with the dark oak. Makes sense, right? To then show off our wealth even further, everything is quartz. Quartz walls, quartz stairs, chiseled quartz, quartz pillar. Why not? And not the smooth quartz stuff. No, we've gone for full-on quartz block. Simply because I like the little edge that goes around it. It kind of breaks up the wall a little bit more. I quite like that. It doesn't look like concrete then. And we chucked in some lighting with the sea lanterns, and these are now stairs, because this was a crafting bench, if you remember. That's now stairs, and it kind of run round to make a kind of little entrance. I thought it was quite nice. So let's go down. So both sides are the same. So we come down here, and we are then in a kind of pretty little, I don't know, foyer, lobby, mezzanine, whatever you'd like to call it. And we've brought in some dark oak because it breaks up the white a little bit, and I thought it contrasts quite nice with with quartz and the dark oak. Yeah, I thought, yeah, that looks quite nice. Chuck some lighting above the bushes, just to give some lighting in this area. I thought it looked quite nice. Still not sold on the ceiling here yet. I might have to revisit the ceiling. Yeah, not quite sure. But as we go down, we've got quartz slab floor. Of course, why not? Why would you not? Some sea lanterns for some lighting in this area. Still working on the roof, but we have got the H with the lighting. And we have emerald blocks in the floor for H in the floor. But this is what we are looking at for our storage room. Pretty basic, pretty sort of self-explanatory room, really. On the sides, oh, I've got to change those. On the sides, we've got our mass silos. These are going to be either cobble or stone, or dirt. I haven't decided yet. Depends on what I want to store most of. But we've got a silo here and a silo here, and at the moment there is nothing in there. They're not hooked up in the slightest. I've literally just been working on the aesthetics, the pretty side of things to start with, to see how I'd like to lay it out and what it looked like. And you know what? I'm actually really happy with the way that it's turning out. It shouts money. It screams, I've got money. You know, I've thrown in emerald blocks just because why not? I've thrown in everything is quartz. You look around everywhere and there isn't a single bit of concrete to try and fudge it or get round it to try and make it cheaper. Oh no, our storage room is all about throwing the money, throwing them dollar bills, sterling in my case, but dollar bills everywhere. And I like it. It's looking really good. These lamps will carry on up to where this item frame is. That'll be there. That'll indicate on each single chest that's in the system, which is pretty cool because most systems feed off of the chests and then don't feed back down. So you take your stuff out of the bottom chest and then all your other stuff is still stuck in all these chests that are here. So this one actually will feed down to this bottom, and I will link to in the description to the video that I got the idea from. And same here, the lamps will continue up. I've got to make more. I ran out just when I put these 6 in because I don't really generally use these lamps very often, so I didn't have very many of them. But yeah, it's turning out really well. Tango Tech's modular storage system is amazing, and if I'm honest, I'm not looking forward to the redstone behind it, but we will get it done. It's not bad. Once we get into it, we get it done. So I just thought I'd give you a quick update and show you where we're at. This is obviously going to be our input, output, and shulker box offloader. So yeah, let's keep going, I guess. Let's keep the train rolling, as they say. Let's get it done. So I found Witsy. He was out in the cold and the rain, and well, there is a ceiling, so there was no rain, but it was definitely cold, and there was mobs. Okay, there was no mobs, but it was just in case it did rain through the ceiling and there was mobs because there was no light and stuffs. I protected him with lots of layers of obsidian, and I even dug down and went underneath him to make sure that nothing could burrow up to him either. And because I'm a nice guy, I put a torch in there too so he didn't get scared of the dark. But I was doing it purely to protect... Ooh, that's pretty cool. It's pretty, but I was protecting him. I was oh, see Daisy. I was protecting him. That's what I was doing. So yeah, I was protecting him. Shh. Feels like I'm forever killing these pillagers around my base. I mean, literally, I must have killed 100 of them just around my base, and they're spawning in my trees. I mean, spawning in my trees. How dare they spawn in my trees? All right, let's get rid of this dude. Can I get to him? There we go. Go on, have another one in your face. Right, so I have been killing stupid amounts of pillagers, and I am going to leave it there today for our recording. I have actually recorded about 60 minutes worth of footage, and the storage system is done and completed. However, if I was to put it all into one episode, it would be around about 50 minutes long. And nobody wants to sit there and watch a 50-minute long episode. So I will save the rest for another day, and I will leave it here for now. And thank you for your watchings and your likings of the episode. And there's a few more of them. And I will catch you in the next episode. And we're going to have a little bit of fun with these guys. Keep your eyes peeled in the channel for the tutorial for the shulker box offloader. That is also recorded and scheduled to release on the channel. So keep your eyes out for that one, and if you liked what you saw today, then please do leave a like, and if you're new, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure and an honor to play Minecraft with you today, and I will see you all later. Bye!